After winning Super Bowl 60, Seahawks Devon Witherspoon said that Seattle's coaching staff had found tells by the Patriots' offensive line during film study and preparation for the big game. Upon hearing that, I thought to myself, I wonder if I could find one of these tells. So I went through the Super Bowl game film, and within a few minutes, I believed I had found one of these tells. But before making a video about it, I wanted to confirm what I had seen. So for the last couple of days, I've been going through previous Patriots games, and I can now say with certainty that I probably found a tell, and it may be one of the ones that the Seahawks coaching staff noticed. Let me go ahead and show you what I found. Just be aware that once you see it, you'll notice it every time as you watch Patriots games from this previous season. All right, to get started, I'm going to show you two images side by side, two different plays, both out of the shotgun in the second quarter. And I took the sideline view, cropped it in a little bit tighter so you can get a better, tighter look of the offensive line for this play with this snapshot. Play on the left is going to be a run play, basically for the offensive line. It's RPO, but the offensive line, they're just straight blocking run up front. And then on the right, this is going to be a drop back pass for the Patriots. Is there anything about the offensive line that you happen to notice with these plays? And I'll give you a few seconds to look. How about if I give you the end zone view? Same two plays up top. This is where the offensive line is going to be run blocking. And then at the bottom, the drop back pass. Is there anything that you happen to notice with the offensive line? Again, take a few seconds. All right, so here's what I noticed pretty quickly while watching the film, and I'm going to point it out. Morgan Moses, the right tackle for the Patriots, every time that he is going to run block or sell a run for play action, his stance, his base is wider. So you can see right here, his base, his feet are wider. And then his right foot is not as far back, okay? It might be back a little bit further than this one, but it's not super far back compared to this stance, where the right foot is really far back. Every time that Moses is having to kick out for a drop back pass, draw, screen, where he has to engage the defensive end who's rushing up the field, his base is much narrower and his right foot is further back. That's the key. Where is the right foot aligning? Is it further back to allow him to do that kick step out, or is it a little bit more tight to allow him to drive for the run? That is basically what I noticed almost immediately. Like I said, this is in the second quarter. This was happening in the first quarter. So now that I've pointed that out, let's go ahead and let me erase all this. Let's go back to the sideline image. And as you can see, a lot tighter with the right foot up towards the line of scrimmage right here, and then way back. And this is what I wanted to confirm by watching previous games. So I'm going to go ahead and show you right now from the wild card game between the Patriots and the Chargers on the same drive, two different plays, and you can get a good look from the end zone while it's even under center. This is the first play of the second drive for the Patriots against the Chargers in the wild card. And so we're just going to use the end zone view. We're just going to run it forward slightly so you guys can see that this confirms what I just pointed out. Notice the stance of Moses. He is a little bit wider with his base. The right foot is not as far back as if he's going to have to kick step out for a drop back, draw, or screen. So this is telling us what? This is going to be a run for the Patriots, or it could be play action, but it's going to be that he is blocking for run, and that's exactly what we're going to get on the play. It's a run play for New England. So that is what we get from that look of the stance. And to give you an idea, same drive, immediately following that play, this is a drop back pass for New England. And notice the base by Moses. His feet, his right foot was further back. Base is a little bit tighter, okay? And that's because he's trying to have his feet that allow him to kick step backwards to help cut off the defensive end. And so that's what we're seeing, and that's why we're thinking drop back pass, draw, or screen here on this particular play. To drop back pass, the end gets chipped by the tight end, so it allows him time to get into where he needs to help out his right guard and then get out for the defensive end. But as you saw, going back with the stance, notice that that right foot is further back than if it's going to be a run action by him on the play. And to give you an idea even crazier, here is the play after stopping the Chargers on that fourth and goal early on. This is the play following it. A run has been called. Notice his base right here, right? This is a run look for him. Okay, this is the run look. Right foot slightly back more, but more than that image that I showed you at the beginning, but this is still the run look. Notice how the base is. That's the key. Base plus the foot. That's the key. May's going to call kill right here and watch him adjust his foot to go slightly further back, just like that. And then what's the play now? It's going to be a drop back pass. And that's what's going to happen. He's going to kick out to the end. May's going to drop it off to Stevenson. And that is the player right there. Okay? So right there in the wild card, that confirmed to me, hey, this is something, this is a tell. I'm going to show you now against the Jets in week 17, 2 plays from that to give you those 2 examples. Based on everything that we've talked about in this video, let's see if you can get these right. Taking a look at the stance of Moses on this play, is he going to be run blocking or selling the run block for play action? Or is it going to be that he's kick stepping out for a drop back pass, draw, or screen? If you answered that he is going to be run blocking / selling the run for play action, you would be correct. Based on this stance, this is a run block / selling the play action all the way. You can see that he's pulling for dart. So it is a run by New England. Let's go to the second play that I want to go ahead and show you. And this is a first down in the game. So based on the stance by Moses, what do you think he's doing? Is he run blocking / selling the run for play action? Or is it a kick step out for drop back pass, draw, or screen? If you answered that he's going to kick step out, you are correct. And this is actually a draw being run by the Patriots on this play. So you can see he's going to kick step out. We're now going to have the draw being run. But based on the stance, that's telling you that he is kick stepping out wide for that particular play. Good job if you got those correct. And that's it. That is what I saw on film that I consider to be a tell. And I know that some of you will say, well, just because you know kind of what they're doing, that doesn't mean you're going to stop it. And that's true. Just because the Seahawks noticed this, that doesn't mean that they were going to make stops automatically. You still have to make your reads on the back end. But I will say this. If I'm a defensive player, if I'm a defensive end and I see that Moses is in a stance where he's going to be kick stepping out towards me, then I know that it's not a run play. I don't have to respect a run. I know that it's either pass, draw, or screen, and I can play that accordingly. Just to give you an antidote from my time coaching, when I coached, one of the seasons I coached, we had a game, played a team which had every time without fail. If there were 2 backs in the backfield, it was a run. And if it was 1 back in the backfield, it was a pass. We also noticed as the game went on that the quarterback, if his right foot was back when he was under center, it was a pass. And if his feet were straight across, it was a run. So we were calling it out basically before the play started. And when you know, hey, if you're a defender and you're looking and it's 2 backs, you know it's a run, safeties aren't going to, backpedal. They're going to immediately tack downhill. And so that's why it can be important to not be telling the defense, hey, this is what's going to be happening. Same with the defense, something that the defense is doing and the offense is noticing it and they're doing that and taking advantage. This is why self-scout is important, seeing what you're doing. And Moses, he's a 12-year veteran. He probably doesn't even realize that this is something that he's been doing, but it's there. And he isn't the only one. There's others in the NFL that have been, as I watch some other games, they're kind of giving it with the way their stance is, especially on the offensive line. So that's something that maybe coaches in the NFL should be paying attention to when it comes to pass protection, is making sure that their guys aren't giving some slight tells as to what they might be doing with regards to where they're setting and blocking and things like that. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to hype it up in the mobile app. If you enjoy breakdowns like this, make sure to subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your thoughts with regards to this. We'll see you next time, though. Make sure to check out the breakdown video on the end screen. We'll see you next time. I do want to recognize the members of this channel at the booster level and above for their support. If you wish to have your name in a video just like this, make sure to check out the join link in the description below. Here on the end screen, you can see that there's another recommended video. Make sure to click that and watch it. Also, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future breakdown videos. I hope you have a great rest of the day.